Hello everybody and welcome. Don't be scared, it's just a game. The game can't hurt you. We're here on the longest night scenario, and it should be a fun one. Notably, in the intro, I eavesdropped because I think that's kind of the funnier thing to do. And then we danced with two people, so we gotta add a cultist to the bag. And I gotta start with Simeon and Leia in play, which I think is pretty cool. Your only hope is to last till the dawn. When checking the Doom threshold, Doom on cards other than this agenda subtract from the total Doom in play. When a card effect would place Doom on this agenda, place it on the captive story asset instead. After Doom is placed on this agenda, and player or investigator draws the top card of the enemy deck. The longest night. You must protect the captives. During your turn, spend one clue, place a barrier, decoy, or trap at your location. Then, or as action, resign. Then, if each undefeated investigator resign resolution 3, survive the night and protect as many captives as you can. Do not advance until you are instructed. Alright. Notably, I'm starting Monterey with the bear, because we do need to kill the bear sooner rather than later. This goes away. That's a weakness. It looks like a player card, though. This does nothing for us right now, but it will in the future. This is good. This is good. This is good. We play Drawing Thin Track Shoes first turn. Okay. Okay. I can frick with this. Alright, well, we're keeping the backpack, and I think we get rid of everything else, because it doesn't help us kill. Oh, goody. Okay. We got a sneak attack, too. That's interesting. Is it worth sneak attacking a bear this turn, or getting set up? Let's say we do backpack. We do a backpack, see what that does for us first. I would also like to parlay with these guys because it's probably beneficial, but I know time is going to be tight. I'm a little bit worried about... I had such a good time with Ashcan Pete because we were able to get so many cards into play and like get our resources so high. So it's just about like getting back to that. Luckily, the track shoes are helpful. The cultist is... the tablet token is bad, but it's not terrible. It's not too big of a deal. Leia Atwood is nice because I'm going to imagine we're going to be doing some bites with Duke as well. I think this is a pretty alright start. I'm going to start with the backpack. Okay. Give me an emergency cache, a skull, and I think we want the British Bulldog. I think we want to fast out the whip. That's not an ally. And then I think we want to attack this guy at 8 to 5. So I'm going to deal him 2 damage. And I think, honestly, beggars can't be choosers. I'm just going to sneak attack him as well. Just see if maybe in a perfect world we can take him out next turn. What is this location? Have you said the last clue during your turn? Choose a barrier in a location with any other location. During your turn, look at the top player cards, discard and number them, and put the rest back on top in any order. Oh, that seems pretty good. Group them once per game. Get us off to a good start. Okay, I really need to kill this bear, and I'm really scared if his retaliates, so we might even still just evade him at 6 to 3, potentially. I'm going to see what I draw here. I only need to do 2 more damage. I really should have actually set up a trap. But we'll see. Alright, I'm going to look at the top 2 cards of the enemy deck. North. Outerfield's location with the fewest enemies. So that could be our location. He ignores decoys. This guy ignores traps. Definitely frick this up. I think I'll discard the goat. The goat seems like the scarier enemy. And then I'll put you on top. So we'll just discard you. Okay. I think I'm going to play the Drawing Thin. And I think I'm also going to play the track shoes, because then we can just start getting some value. I don't think I'm going to do it this turn, because if we trigger the -1, like, that's so bad for our good friend Monterey Jack. So I think this turn is actually just going to be like an entire setup turn, just to get the pieces into place. That's a really nice draw. That is okay. Yep. Sure, I guess we're just taking some horror. We're going to go 1 to 3. Oh, only 1 horror is actually gigantic. That was probably the softest overzealous we could have seen. The downside of it is that it just took away a card draw for us that turn. All right, we're going to go 1. So Ashcan Pete is going to draw this guy. He's going to spawn north. And then Monterey Jack is going to get east. So this guy ignores barriers. And when you would take any amount of damage, reduce it to 1. All right, let's see some evil cards. Attached to an item asset you control. All right, our shoes are blank. That might just be how it has to be. This just goes for an investigator to play a card. All right, well, I guess we're not playing cards this turn. All right, so the question is, am I going to risk it? I think we have to evade him. We're going to go 6 to 3. Apparently, I didn't need to. All right, we're going to whip him once. We're going to go 8 to 5. All right, we're going to try to whip him. I hit him, like, for that. So that's 10. So this guy ignores barriers and decoys, but he does not ignore traps. So I'm curious of what happens if I move into this location. Fire treachery. All right, I need to remind myself what fire does. So I think my plan is I want to put like a trap here and have the bear just walk in and kill itself. Okay. We're going to Ashcan Pete, so we're going to go 4 to 2. Sorry, we're going to Duke. That's what I meant to say. We fail. I'll discard the Cornus Doll to ready it. And then we're going to go again, 4 to 2. Yeah, that's nice. And then I guess I'm going to move in here. If it has a trap, move. After running any engage, moves into pasture via keyword if there are no barriers. Okay, well, I could put a trap here. We don't have fire in the deck, so there's no harm in me, I think, moving into the captive. So we could put a trap here and then come in there. Because we need to place a trap at, like, this location in a perfect world. Alright. Enemy phase. This guy ignores barriers. So he's going to move in here, but he is going to get trapped. So he's going to exhaust and take a damage. He's going to super exhaust, rather. This guy ignores traps, but he does not ignore barriers. So he just gets locked in there. And then we can go upkeep. Transmogrify is a very good draw. I guess I should see this location. Okay. Oh, I guess Monterey Jack also should have drawn a card with his ability, so I'm going to take that. Okay. Have a good one, Regal. Let's see what we got here. Lupine Hybrid, it's going to be south. Okay. And then we also have outer location with the fewest enemies. That's going to be this one. This guy ignores decoys. Okay. And this guy is half ready. This is going to be tough, chat. This is going to be tough. Let's see our encounter cards. Spend a clue or take 2 damage. I guess I'm going to take 2 damage, but Leia can help me soak some of that. I can discard 2 random cards. I'd hate to lose the Transmogrify, but I think it's better than taking 2 horror. I mean, I guess I could to make this card easier, but then like a Rotting Remains just absolutely torches us. So we're going to go 2 to 5. 3 to 5. I guess I'm going to take 2 horror. This is how I died in the first scenario, but don't worry about it. Okay. So I think we want Monterey to go first, and Monterey is going to move in here. Was the difficulty not reduced? It was. It was reduced to 4, and I got to 2 to 4, right? So I failed, and I took 2 horror. That's a good, interesting proposition we have there. Okay. I'm going to talk to Simeon. We're going to go 6 to 2. All right. So we have Codex Entry 3. Let's see what you do to help me out, buddy. You got to lure them out and trip them. Simeon cackles, looping a thread of baling wire around a collapsed fence. Just beyond it, he feels a shallow pit with half-eaten bones and gore. Now we wait, he whispers. His obvious delight in placing lethal traps is troubling to you, to say the least. In Simeon's Atwood's note, record that he stood by you and he placed a decoy at any location. A decoy at any location. This guy ignores traps. This guy ignores decoys. This guy's just living life. So I think we want to put the decoy on this location. Just to make this guy like less of an issue. I have 1 action left as Monterey. Is it crazy to go 4 to 3, or do we let Ashcan do this? I think I'm going to emergency cash from my hand. So we're going to gain 3, draw a card. This also, Buried Secrets is going to be brutal in this scenario. So we just have to be very aware of that. Monterey and Ashcan probably can't be too far from one another. We also could light a fire. All right. We're going to put out Plucky. So we're going to get +1 brain, +1 book. This might not last long. We just have to accept that. I'm also going to just grab a clue. Gain a clue from the token pool. But we are going to duke into this location. So that puts us at 5 to 3. Nice. We'll grab a clue. And then I'm going to I'm going to place a trap here, but when we place it at the Milk House, we can place it at an adjacent location. So we're going to place it here. I think for my last action, we're going to investigate, and we're going to go 3 to 5, and I'm going to gain 2 resources because we just have to get this well connected going. I mean, and maybe we get the +2. No, okay. All right, enemy phase. We'll always start north and go clockwise. I think it's just the easiest thing to do. So this guy is going to move. He ignores traps, but he will get decoyed. You got decoyed, motherfucker. So we'll get rid of this. This guy ignores decoys, but he does not ignore barriers. This guy has a full path. This guy's going to move in here, and he's going to get blown up by this trap. Because he ignores barriers and decoys, but not traps. So we're going to deal 2 damage, which is enough to kill this guy. And honestly, solving the bear is, it makes me feel very good. And we'll then go upkeep. That's a problem. Cheap shots were really nice here, for sure, for sure. All right, 3 of 10. Evil card over here. Oh, sorry, no, first, enemies. Never eat soggy wieners. This guy readies, this guy half readies. And then we have outer fields location with the most enemies. Oh, Monterey didn't move. Oh, no, he did. We'll gain a resource, I think. Okay. Now we do these. Test 3, for each point you fail by losing action, place when you lose your location. I'm going to go 4 to 3. -2. I'll lose an action. That's pretty spooky. That's pretty spooky. I mean, maybe we just drop some burst healing this turn. Is that crazy? We don't want to... If you die, you're dead, right? So, like, East doesn't look so good right now. Let me worry about the nightmare that is the East. I know it's bad. I'm so scared. Okay, I'm so scared. All right. I think realistically we do want to start a fire. But the only thing is I don't know how good that's going to be. How many fires are there set aside? There's 5 of them. That's a lot of fire. Okay, what if we don't do the healing this turn? What do you got this turn? This guy ignores barriers. We can't put traps here, so we do need to deal with that guy. I mean, these guys are gonna take damage. I'm not gonna get a perfect clear, not with this build. These guys are very not suited for this scenario. Chad, I'm worried. I could... Sorry, does this guy ignore this trap? Or should he have 2 damage on him? I think he should have 2 damage on him, right? I think I just missed that trap. It is a trap. Okay, so then it's going to turn into 2 damage. This guy ignores traps. This guy doesn't ignore anything. So I could put a barrier down. I can't deal with you. I think I could do some shit with Monterey, though. Give me a few, chat. It's a very tense scenario. Yeah, this deck doesn't reward like the slow-moving decks, right? Like, it's very much a hit the ground running and you don't stop running and you don't stop running, right? All right. If we start a fire, the odds of us getting a fire here is pretty slow. Worst case, Monterey can put it out, right? So what if I, as Ashcan Pete, play an Earthly Serenity and then move into this location? With Duke, of course. So we'll go 5 to 4. No, that's fine. All right. And now Monterey is going to... So I'm also going to spend a clue to put a barrier here. The world's smallest barrier. And then Monterey is going to start a fire for his first action. So, the straw one set aside Fire Treachery. Well, I guess we could spread it out this way, right? And just like make this part like fuck city. And then I shuffle one into the encounter deck. Action 2, we're going to move in here. Yeah, you're going to have to just ping these guys down a bit, I think. I still put the barrier there, but I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to Lightning Bolt, spend 2 resources to move into this location. And then I'm going to play a Transmogrify. Are you elite? You are elite. Never mind. I thought you were regular. All right, well, I'll still attack you. Because I can just kill you. I put the barrier here, but I think that's all there is, right? All right, well, we're going to go 8 to 3 with our whip. And we're going to try to whip it good. We did. We'll kill him. Okay, we now go enemy phase. This guy's going to move in here, and he's going to hit the captives. And then the party is going to move in here. Gosh, Mickey! I don't think this is going to go well. I'm going to be real with all of you. Okay, well, we're a bit tied up. Yeah, I think this might be we have to resign and get out of here, like, sooner rather than later. Crypt Chill, that's fine. We'll go 5 to 4. Oh, sorry, I have to draw the enemies. That's okay, that's not going to change that. I'm going to get rid of these track shoes. Okay, we're going here, but enemies. Never Eat Soggy Wieners. North, okay. Alright, what do you get? You must decide, remove one doom from the damage from the agenda, deal 2 damage to the captive story asset, take 3 direct damage and 3 horror. Well, we're not taking the direct damage and direct horror, that's for sure. Ashcan, why didn't you draw Cunning Distraction that turn? That would have been incredibly beneficial. This guy's ready. That would have been like, dare I say, super clutch. Here's the top card right now. I mean, we're probably going to draw a card. I don't think we're going to do well, chat. I think these decks are just like... I think this Ashcan deck is unfortunately too slow. I think this Ashcan deck's going to have a problem in the final scenario, too. And maybe not with Duke, though, because we had a base skill value. I don't know. I don't remember how those guys work. I think this might... I don't know. I just don't think these decks have it in them, and I don't think I have it in them. So These guys are all coming in, huh? Who's stopped by barriers? All of them except for the Slithering hybrid. So we could feasibly put down 2 barriers. I guess I'm just going to deal 2 damage to you. Alright, well, I'm going to investigate. And I'm going to go 5 to 3. Alright. We discard this. No problem. Oh, I should have gained some money in a card last turn. I'm going to take that. Okay. I think what we move in here. This guy's gonna deal 2 damage. Yeah, okay. I'm in hell, chat. I'm in hell. It's not a lot of. I mean, I'm okay with. I'm keeping track of it all. I think it's just mostly the overwhelming pressure that I'm feeling. You know. Yeah, the fires are definitely like the way to go. I mean, I think that this is gonna be an L. But I think that's just life on Hemlock Isle. As long as my characters don't die, like, that's what it's all about, right? My characters, in a perfect world, not Leia or this. I would like to trigger Leia's ability, but I just don't know if we have the time, you know? Alright, we're going to do Earthly Serenity, which seems like a crazy place to start, but it's where we're going to start. So we're going to go 5 to 0, we're going to go 6 to 0 with this quick thinking. That's not good. My whole plan was relying on that doing something. Alright, we're going to gain a clue from the token pool. And then I'm going to use Duke to investigate at 5 to 4. We're going to be lucky. And then I think I'm going to... Yeah, the bag has spoken. There's nothing you can do there. That's my plan to go deal with that guy. I mean, I'm going to put down 2 barriers, as discussed. And I think that's it for me, right? Yeah. Okay, enemy phase. North. This guy's going to move in here. I think he's going to bite me and then Simeon. And then this guy's going to move in here. So he's going to take 2 damage from the trap. This guy's going to move in here. But these 2 are going to stop. This guy's going to come in here, and then we got to go upkeep. This guy takes 3 damage. They're up to 6. Yeah, I think this might be it. I think this might be cooked. Never eat soggy wieners. Yeah, back to the east, huh? Yeah, this looks pretty bad. Yeah, no, I think it's over. Testfoot X Rex is half the number of Doom in play, so it's going to be 3, 5.5. Well, 2.5 rounded up. So we're going to go... Sure. Yeah, we'll go 3 to 3. Alright, choose a different mutated enemy nearest to the farmhouse. Each one moves, engages, and attacks if it was the enemy phase. So this guy's going to hit me. And then I'm going to deal another 3 to these motherfuckers. Oh, I mean, this one's better for Mr. Monterey. So we're going to go 8 to 3, 7. Yeah, 8 to 3. Place a barrier at your location. Don't mind if I do. We're probably going to leave this turn. I think this is definitely a resign sitch. We killed the bear. I would like to talk to Leia, though. So I'm going to draw a card. Actually, you know, I'm going to gain a resource instead. Sorry, I know I see the card, but now that I see the 5, that's okay. All right, we're going to try to talk to Leia. So we're going to go 3 to 2, we're going to go 4 to 2, we're going to go 5 to 2. -3, so we can talk to her. Number 2. A lupine figure with sharp glistening teeth charges you. Accurate. Laughing like a hyena, Leia steps between you and brings her shovel down on the creature's head. Don't you dare, she yells at it. We're going to record that Leia stood by us and deal 3 damage to the nearest enemy. Reduced by 1. This guy can die. So let's just kill him to feel good about ourselves. And then I'm going to resign as my last action, I'm thinking. Just a thought. I think I'm going to get the fuck out of here. And then I'm going to also just get the fuck out of here, I think. I think we just kind of have to, right? Yeah, I think she should definitely kill. I mean, I agree, but I also like at the same time, I like that this scenario does not fuck around, you know? R3. We can't stay. The guilt from failing, those in need haunts you forever. We're each going to gain a madness. All the captives were lost, and we go to resolution 4. All right. I guess I can specify. Madness. I don't like the kids anyway. That's not great. That's not bad. I mean, it's not awful, like, because we can kind of, like, super our way through it, but luckily we do have the Earthly Serenity to help deal with that for Ashcan. He gets Bloodthirst. Yeah, it's not as bad as it could be. Okay, I have to write all the captives were lost. Every single one of them. And on the plus side, we can click this off. And what do we do for our final scenario? Number 4. Choose an investigator at the Dr. Rosa Marquez story asset. That's Ajax. Is she maybe in the residence? Oh, no, there she is. Oh, was she supposed to be under someone's control? Did I miss that? I don't think I did. Nope, she does. She was supposed to be there. Would that have changed anything? Did I not take her out? Yeah, little whoopsies. That actually probably would have helped. Would I have triggered her codex? Yeah, 2 barriers, that would have been helpful. Yeah. I do think we would have been forced to resign for sure, but she doesn't have any sort of progress, but someone is going to get her. So. I mean, it's probably Ashcan Pete, right? Yeah. We do get 2 experience. And Dr. Marquez has a plan. All right, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, for sure, for sure. Luckily, though, we did not lose the campaign. I think that one's just like, that one's like a fun test your mettle. I feel like you need a lot of scenario tech to really take advantage of it, I think. And I think that this, especially these decks, like this Ashcan Pete deck, was just way too slow. Like, you need, like, movement tech, you need, like, ping tech. But I think it's what makes the scenario really fun, is that it is an incredibly challenging time. So it's, like, a good, like, metric in which you can test your decks on, right? But otherwise, I had a good time. I like the scenario a lot. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this. We'll be back next week for our final day scenario. And we'll see how these decks do. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one, and as always, GG's.